Good morning, everybody. This is Molly. I am so excited. What you see in front of you, you're going, what the heck is that? But to me, it's my first attempt at mixed media, and I like it so far. Now, what happened? My husband and I had gone on a trip to Florida, and we met some wonderful Jim and Jean, a couple there that we're friends with. And Jean is an artist. She paints and things and just does lovely things, and she was desperate. She knew I scrapbooked and she wanted to learn that, so the deal was she could teach me a little bit about painting and I would get her started in scrapbooking. Two evils, you know, kind of thing. So we went and bought a bunch of paints and things and a canvas. I was scared to death to touch a beautiful white canvas and have no inspiration, no thought in my head of what I was going to do with it. So I diddle-daddled for a while. So the first thing I did was I just painted the canvas with some yellow colors, and then I put on a little bit of blues and greens and things like that. And then I'm going to show you a picture of what the original canvas, when I left Florida, the canvas was close to this. I got home, I didn't like it exactly, so I took out some medium, gel medium or something that was kind of a thick texture, and I just sponged on the picture. Still didn't care for it too much. It was kind of dry and all, so I put it aside. Well, 4 months later, I'm watching all those wonderful videos from Marlene and Rachel and LeeAnne and some of those incredibly talented mixed media artists, and Roxy Carr, and I've got to try some. Well, they're doing wonderful. Now Rachel does Rachel of Rachel 01113 or 113. Anyway, she does wonderful graphic artists and all, but LeeAnne and Roxy Carr and Marlene, who are so talented, do mostly vintage things and all, which I love. But again, my brain was heading down a different direction. I want to do that, and then I'm going down a different path. I had this canvas, so I thought, well, what the heck, it's there. I might as well start with it, and I love fall, vibrant colors and the rich, dark, the rich tones of fall. So I took out the canvas, and the first thing I did was I sprayed the canvas with, yes, Lindy's Stamp Gang. I don't know if this camera is doing it justice, but spraying that Lindy's on there, it puddled in some of the crevices and things. And of course I sprayed it with the Cadbury chocolate truffle or whatever it's called, and some of the beautiful sea oats colors and the golden colors and all. So it gave it a rich thing. Well, then well, I could see the way the picture looked to me. It was just, you could see the sunrise or sunset. You could see the beautiful, what should have been a forest over here, and then of course the beautiful pond. I could see all that in the original piece, and I wanted to do a tree, but I already had so much texture on the dadgum thing. How am I going to paint a tree? I don't paint anyway. So what do I do? Okay, now I'm going to pull again from these ladies. And Monique, Monique and her metal. I thought, well, I've got some metal things and all. Let me look through my metals and see if I could create a tree or something. So this is what I first came up with. Now that's cute, and I like the fact that I, used the Tim Holtz. These weren't Tim Holtz gears; they were bead landing gears and things. You can kind of see them nestled in there. And I actually used Tim Holtz piece for a nest. Isn't that cute? And little natural potato pearl, those beautiful pearls that you can get. I got those at Michael's, the rich, wonderful colors, and kind of liked where I was heading. I was so excited. I blathered on about it on my blog, which is iloveminialbums.blogspot.com. If you haven't been there, I would appreciate it so much if you stop by. I'm just trying to get started, and I like it so far. And hope to be doing more things with it, getting more creative. But anyway, so I blathered on about it, and that was the original piece I did. But I said in the blog post that I'm not through. My friend Jean had told me, she said, now Molly, you're going to know when you're finished, so just keep plugging away, and then you'll know I'm done. Well, I knew then that I wasn't done. So then what could I do to create a tree? Well, dadgummit, what can I do to create a tree? I have a bunch of old beautiful leaf charms. So I used keys for the trunk, lace for the grass, dyed that of course with Lindy's Stamp Gangs, the keys and the gears And yes, that's water. Okay, and the water I embossed with Lindy's Stamp Gang's embossing powders. Used 2 or 3 different colors. Didn't they come out pretty? I used an iridescent tile for the cloud. Yes, that's clouds. Okay. Anyway, so I've just piled on some leaf charms, different sizes, and I love how it came out. You see the branch there, it's the key, and I put a nest on it with 3 little beads. Okay, there's that. The leaves I dyed with Lindy's Stamp Gang. I mean the grass, it was some lace I dyed with 3 different colors. You can't hardly see it in the picture, but it's 3 different colors, very subtle, of the lace, so that it made the grass. And then these tiles were something I had bought while we were in Florida. I just loved them and knew I was going to use them somehow, somewhere. But anyway, so I used those for the stones. Yes, it's like stepping stones or stones near the edge of a pebble in my mind. Okay, you know, it's early, I'm awake, just give me a minute here. Anyway, and then of course these other pieces became the water. And can you see how the Lindy's Stamp Gang embossing powder is just, that's too yummy. Now the coppery color on top is actually some copper flakes, like copper dust or something. I don't know how you word it, from what is the name of that line, Tim? Ranger. Okay, anyway, so that came out pretty. And then the clouds, I call them clouds. I took that piece of cheesecloth or scrim that came from Flights of Fancy. It was a plum color. I just sprayed some Lindy's Stamp Gangs on it in a more vibrant orange. Glued that to the edge to give a little texture. Isn't that pretty? And then I took the Tim Holtz ornate plate. Lindy's Stamp Ganged it up. Isn't that beautiful? Stuck a big old glass tile behind it to give the iridescence of a cloud. Took a second piece of Tim. And then I rubbed the edge with some H2O metallic. They're little bitty tubs of metallic colors. You wet them ever so slightly, and then rub that gold on the edge there. And ladies, going on and on, but in my mind's eye, I like it. It's my beautiful perfect day, I call it. It's a perfect day. So thank y'all for putting up with me. My next mixed media artwork, I swear I'm going to do something more vintage and feminine and all, but this was my first piece. I had the pieces, they just came together. I've been cleaning up my craft room, and I'm finding I said it's a wonderful new store in town called My Craft Room. I'm finding all kind of stuff, and darn it, they just like the same things I like. So it is fun rediscovering all the stuff in my craft room. So thank y'all for putting up with me. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if you got a minute, and please, by all means, if you got a spare second, go over to my blog, iloveminialbums.blogspot.com. You can pick up your free copy of my calendars there if you haven't to, under the Things to Share tab. I'm just getting started, but anyway, I'm at 98 followers, and I'm thinking I got to have a contest soon because I'm over 1,500 subbies. Yay! And I'm at 98 followers on my blog. So, man, there's a contest in the making, or not contest, giveaway. I'm loving these challenges other ladies are doing. Okay, I'm babbling on now. Okay, y'all, have fun. Have a great day. Have fun crafting. Bye-bye.